Welcome back to the channel where rare coins turn into hidden treasures. Today we are diving into one of the most sought-after mid-20th century European coins, the France 1/2 franc 1965. This isn't just a coin, it is a piece of French history and a collector's dream. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking for your first big find, stay tuned. In this video, first up today, we are diving into one of the most sought-after mid-20th century European coins, the France 1/2 franc 1965. This isn't just a coin, it is a piece of French history and a collector's dream. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking for your first big find, stay tuned. In this video, we will uncover everything you need to know about the 1965 half franc, from its fascinating history to the skyrocketing market values that are making headlines today. Get ready, because what you learn today could change how you look at your coin collection forever. The France 1/2 franc 1965 coin was minted during the Fifth Republic, a period marked by economic growth, modernization, and cultural renaissance in post-war France. Under the presidency of Charles de Gaulle, the nation was redefining itself on the world stage, and its currency reflected that new identity. The 1/2 franc was part of a broader coinage reform that emphasized modern design and stability. Minted in nickel, this coin circulated widely among the French people, witnessing everything from the political upheavals of the 60s to the cultural revolutions that shaped Europe. Today, the 1965 edition stands out because it captures the essence of a time when France was both proud of its past and ambitiously building its future. When you hold the 1965 1/2 franc, you immediately notice its classic yet modern design. The obverse showcases the powerful profile of Marianne, the symbol of the French Republic and liberty, wearing a Phrygian cap that radiates revolutionary spirit. The intricate details of her flowing hair and determined gaze are beautifully rendered, representing the strength and resilience of France. On the reverse side, the coin features a refined olive branch surrounded by the words Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, the national motto of France, with the denomination 1/2 franc and the year 1965 placed prominently below. The precision of the engravings, the perfectly balanced design, and the metallic luster make this coin an outstanding example of mid-century French minting excellence. What sets the France 1/2 franc 1965 apart is the growing rarity of high-grade examples. Although many were minted for everyday transactions, few have survived in uncirculated or near-mint condition. Over the decades, circulation wear, environmental exposure, and the melting of older coins have drastically reduced the number of pristine specimens available to collectors. As more numismatists around the world recognize the cultural and historical significance of this coin, demand has surged. Coins certified in top grades like MS-65 and above by reputable grading agencies are especially scarce, and they are commanding impressive premiums at auctions and in private sales. The rarity factor, combined with the coin's iconic imagery, is fueling intense competition among collectors eager to secure one of these French masterpieces. Turning to what everyone wants to know, how much can the France 1/2 franc 1965 fetch in today's market? The answer is exciting. Well-circulated examples are regularly selling for $205,000, but coins in extra fine B, or almost uncirculated condition, are achieving $208,000 in collector markets. The real stars are uncirculated, or professionally graded specimens, which have been known to sell for $215,000 or more, depending on eye appeal and certification. Recent auctions show that as demand increases, the upper end of this price range continues to rise. It is clear this coin is not just a nostalgic keepsake, it is a serious asset that is attracting investors and collectors looking for European coins with significant upside potential. If you are hoping to add a France 1/2 franc 1965 to your collection, or if you already have one, here are some essential tips to make the most of this opportunity. First, always store your coins properly in acid-free holders or hard plastic capsules to preserve their original surfaces and luster. Handle them by the edges only, never touch the faces to avoid damaging them with fingerprints or oils. When buying, look for coins with sharp details in Marianne's profile and minimal scratches or contact marks. Whenever possible, purchase coins with professional grading and authentication to ensure maximum resale value. And finally, keep a close watch on auction sites and reputable dealers, as prices for this coin are moving upwards, and getting in now could secure a valuable addition before the next big price jump. As we have discovered today, the France 1/2 franc 1965 is far more than just a small coin. It is a timeless symbol of France's cultural pride, a testament to its rich history and a powerful opportunity for collectors to own a rare piece of European numismatic art. With rising demand, exceptional design, and an inspiring backstory, this coin is making waves in the market and proving itself as one of the most desirable mid-20th century European coins. Don't let this chance pass you by. Check your collections, visit coin shows, or browse reputable online markets. Next up, today's video is all about one of the hidden gems of European numismatics, the incredible France 1/2 franc 1972 coin. This is more than just a piece of metal. It is a coin with a fascinating story, beautiful design, and serious value in today's auction markets. If you have one of these coins lying around, or if you are looking to invest in a truly special collector's item, you will not want to miss this. Stay tuned as we explore why the 1972 half franc is becoming one of the most desirable coins among collectors and how much it could be worth right now in dollars. The France 1/2 franc 1972 was struck during a dynamic era of modern French history. Coming at the tail end of Charles de Gaulle's Fifth Republic reforms, the early 1970s were marked by economic change and cultural evolution in France. By 1972, the half franc had become a symbol of everyday French life, used in markets, shops, and cafes across the country. However, 1972 was also a transitional period in European currency history, as discussions around the European economic community were heating up. This coin embodies that moment and era, when France was modernizing but still rooted in its traditions. Every 1,972 half franc carries the heritage of a France in the midst of redefining its place in Europe and the world. The France 1/2 franc 1972 stands out with a striking design that showcases both classic beauty and modern precision. On the obverse side, we see the iconic depiction of Marianne, the national emblem of liberty and reason, rendered with flowing hair and a proud gaze. This portrait represents the spirit of France and remains one of the most recognizable figures in French coinage. On the reverse, the coin features a finely detailed olive branch surrounded by the words Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, along with the denomination in the year 1972. The crisp engraving, balanced proportions, and shimmering nickel finish make this coin an artistic masterpiece, one that collectors love for its unmistakable French character. While the 1972 half franc was produced in substantial numbers for circulation, finding examples in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly difficult. Over decades of use, most coins picked up significant wear, scratches, or tarnish, and very few were preserved carefully. Today, coins graded at mint state levels, like mint state 63 or mint state 65, are rare and sought after, often sparking bidding wars among collectors. This growing scarcity of high-quality specimens is driving intense demand and boosting prices. As more collectors turn their eyes toward 20th century European coins, the 1972 half franc's combination of beauty, history, and decreasing availability is setting it apart as a must-have for any serious collection. So how much can you expect to earn if you own a France 1/2 franc 1972? The answer is promising. Circulated examples typically sell for $220,000, making them accessible but still valuable as collectible. Coins in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition can reach $240,000 depending on their eye appeal. The real stars are uncirculated coins, especially those that have been certified by professional grading services. These can command $245,000 or more, especially when sold at major auctions or to dedicated European coin collectors. As interest in rare mid-20th century European coins grows, these values are on an upward trend, making now the perfect time to secure or sell a high-quality specimen. For anyone who wants to invest in or sell a France 1/2 franc 1972, there are a few key strategies to keep in mind. First, prioritize coins with strong luster and minimal contact marks. Sharp details on Marianne's hair and the olive branch can make a huge difference in value. Store your coins in protective holders or capsules to prevent further wear and environmental damage. When possible, have your coin professionally graded by a trusted service. This can dramatically increase both buyer confidence and selling price. Keep an eye on reputable auction houses and collector communities, as these venues often see the highest prices paid for top-condition coins. And do not hesitate to learn about other related coins in the series, as building a set can add value and make your collection even more appealing. As we have seen today, the France 1/2 franc 1972 isn't just a small coin. It is a powerful link to France's vibrant history, an example of remarkable artistry, and a rising star in the world of rare coin collecting. With growing demand, a shrinking supply of high-quality examples and values climbing in today's auction market, this coin is a treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden potential of this beautiful piece of French heritage, next up today, we are exploring the incredible story of the France 1/2 franc 1987, a coin that has become a hot topic in the numismatic world. If you think modern coins cannot command high prices or collector interest, think again. This small but mighty French half franc from the late 1980s is surprising collectors everywhere, with its unique features and rising value. So stay tuned, because we are about to take you on a journey into why the 1987 1/2 franc could be one of the smartest additions to your collection today. The France 1/2 franc 1987 was minted during an exciting era of modern France. The 1980s were a time of economic and social change, with France embracing modernization while holding firmly to its cultural heritage. The 1/2 franc coin had been a part of French coinage since the late 18th century, but by the 1980s it had evolved into a sleek, practical coin reflecting the efficiency and elegance of modern France. The 1987 issue represents one of the final chapters of the half franc's story, before the euro replaced the franc in 2002. Each coin is a piece of the nation's monetary legacy, capturing a moment just before the historic shift to Europe's common currency. What makes the France 1/2 franc 1987 truly special are the design elements that combine tradition with modernity. On the obverse, the coin features a detailed image of Marianne, the timeless emblem of the French Republic, depicted with clarity and sophistication. Her profile symbolizes freedom and the French spirit, rendered with precision that captures the artistry of late 20th century French minting. The reverse presents a beautifully crafted olive branch, signifying peace and prosperity, surrounded by the proud words Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, along with the denomination 1/2 franc in the year 1987. The bright silvery nickel alloy gives the coin a striking shine that stands out in any collection, and the perfectly struck edges and balanced relief make this coin a pleasure to study up close. While many coins were produced for circulation in 1987, most were heavily used in daily transactions, leaving relatively few examples in top condition today. Coins with crisp details, full luster, and minimal marks are increasingly rare, especially as more collectors realize the value of late-series French francs before the euro transition. As collectors worldwide search for modern European coins with strong historical relevance, demand for high-grade France 1/2 franc 1987 pieces is steadily climbing. Coins certified by professional grading services and mint state grade are particularly scarce, making them prime targets for serious collectors seeking a piece that represents the final decades of the iconic French franc. Now let us get to what every collector wants to know. How much is the France 1/2 franc 1987 worth today? The market has shown a remarkable uptick in interest, with circulated examples typically selling for $145,000, depending on overall condition. However, coins in extremely fine to about uncirculated condition can command $150,000, while fully uncirculated examples in brilliant mint state often reach $150,000, especially when professionally graded and authenticated. Rare auction results have even seen top-graded specimens pushing beyond $160,000, driven by competitive bidding among collectors eager to secure a high-quality piece before values rise further. This trend highlights how coins once overlooked as modern issues are gaining recognition as true collector's items. If you're planning to hunt down a France 1/2 franc 1987 or already own one, there are key steps you can take to protect and enhance your investment. First, store your coins in acid-free holders or airtight capsules to shield them from moisture, dust, and fingerprints. When handling, always hold them by the edges to maintain their surfaces in pristine condition. Consider having your best coins professionally graded. Certification not only protects the coin, but can significantly boost its resale value. Stay active in coin shows, reputable dealer networks, and online numismatic communities to stay informed about market trends and spot buying opportunities early. And remember, patience pays off. As interest in European pre-euro coins continues to grow, holding onto your 1987 1/2 franc in top condition could prove very rewarding. Today we have uncovered the story of the France 1/2 franc 1987, a coin that is quickly becoming a standout in the world of modern numismatics. With its historical importance, Elegant design, increasing rarity, and rising market values, this coin deserves a place in every serious collector's portfolio. Whether you are captivated by its ties to France's final decades of the franc, or simply love its classic beauty, the 1987 half franc is a coin you will not want to overlook. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of France's hidden treasures. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the rare coins that could turn your collection into a valuable legacy. Until next time, happy collecting!